Just too
Oh,
blessed. What up?
okay.
Yeah. Come on. Load in. Facebook load in. YouTube load in. Share the stream. Let's get it. Come on. ATL Scott Maziel, what up? I need y'all to put y'all hands together, man. I watched this dude from the beginning. Well, somewhat of the beginning. We're going to talk all about that, man, but I done seen it all. It was not overnight. It was not overnight. It was not easy. Y'all make some noise for my brother, man. Cupid in the building, man.
Man,
Damn,
hey,
bro.
man.
Hey, bro.
Congratulations on everything, Lex.
Hey, bro. No, same to you, brother. Real talk. Real talk. I gotta give you this, man. Look, back in them days, cuz when you was rocking, what was the halls I did? Was it USL at the time?
Heck
Bruh.
yeah, bro.
Uh
USL.
Coming to Lake Charles, the Crunk Fest
Got
days,
the
the
mansion.
the Kappa Beach parties, all that, bruh, you done been around for a minute, and this is one thing I could really tie to your name. You never. I don't care how I was looking, how I was feeling. Never gave up, bro.
Nah,
And
man.
look, they gotta know. They got to know it was not easy. And I was there for a lot of them early days, man. I done seen the
Yeah,
grind, bro. Um
yeah, big time.
2000, okay, so was it 2007 Cupid Shuffle hit?
Yeah, 2007, dog. 2006 was when I actually made it because
Right.
the first time I did a big show was Crunk Fest. No. Magnice had a step show. I don't know if you
Okay.
remember.
I
Magnice
probably
had a
was
step
there.
show out there, man. And
Uh
yeah,
yeah.
and that's when it started blowing up, dog.
I've watched you do it all, man. Especially those early records. You tapped into a lot of the bounce music at the time. Swing Around the Roses. You did it all. I asked Fat the same question. Were you kind of like, damn, this what y'all been waiting on? Like this was the, like, out of everything I've ever done, this was the one? How did you feel when Cupid Shuffle took off, or when you saw it kind of going in the direction you had never experienced before?
Man, it was wild, dog, because look, I had Check Your Girl, Check Your Guy.
Yeah, you had
I
some bangers.
had Baby Do Your Thing, and I was thinking like that was what people wanted to hear, bro.
Right.
When I did Shuffle, I didn't know it was gonna be as big as it is now, but I do know that it caught on faster than anything I've ever seen. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's wild to see 17 years later, bro. When I perform that
Man.
song or people play it like it just came out like yesterday, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a lot of people that can have a timeless song like that. And given your body of work, I always wanted to ask you that question. Like, out of everything you've done, that was the one that like took off. But you got another one. Everybody don't get another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, from
No.
2006 all the way up to damn near 2026. Think about that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You found another one that's catching flight the same damn way. Flex,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, man.
What
Yeah, man.
what were you thinking? Because I know there were times you were thinking, man, one of these months gonna catch on. You know what I'm saying?
No, really and truly, though, when I did Flex, it was during COVID.
Right.
And I was just like, I was frustrated, bro. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't go outside, all of that
Yeah.
stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna go back to the same formula that I used for Cupid Shuffle. Like, I'm not even gonna try to make it all like, because when you get signed to
Mm.
them labels, bro, they try to make you
Go in their
duplicate
direction.
lightning.
Mm.
Yeah, like we
Yeah.
need another Cupid Shuffle. And I was like, ain't gonna be no other Cupid Shuffle. So yeah, of course I wasn't with a label no more. And when I did Flex, I just kept it 100. I was like, I want to make another line dance record that's strictly just a line dance record. It ain't gonna have
Right.
no verses. It ain't gonna have
Right.
all of that stuff. And sure enough, bro, like TikTok and Instagram was going super crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I had a time. I would wake up in the morning, 8 in the morning, repost,
Yeah.
comment, repost.
The
And then
videos.
next
Yeah.
thing I know, within 6 months, bro, it started catching on.
Right.
And at the time, the world was closed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like nobody, they didn't have a bunch of records in the way.
Right.
Lex was
Yeah,
the only new line
that
dance
is
to come
true.
out right after COVID, so it went crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. Um, the line dances are taking on a whole new genre of their own as far as like back in the day when you had it, there was a few other records that were similar, but they weren't as many as we have now. How do you feel
Right
about
now it's
what's
wild. It's
happening?
too right. It's too wild right now, Lex. It's
It's
too wild
line
right now.
dance.
Like right
They
now.
about to OD on line dances, man.
Well, yeah, man. Because my thing is with that, bro. I've been doing it for a long time,
Hmm.
so it's all love. I don't knock nobody for doing what they're doing. I just
Hmm.
feel like you can't think that just putting a line dance to a song is gonna make it blow up though.
Yeah, S.
Um,
Dot said the same thing. He said that the song has to mean something and feel it. You have to feel it, and it's got to be a hit already before the dances kind of even come into play. Right.
man. Or if you're gonna make us a line dance song, I feel like it should be a song specifically made for the
Hmm.
line dance and then you add it because I'll be the first to tell you if you think that just putting a line dance song fitting to blow your song up,
No,
you're
it's not
gonna
gonna
have
work.
a rude awakening
Right.
because you gotta go out there and do that line dance 100 million zillion times.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
and then if it does blow up, then you're gonna be
Right.
known for just line dance music. So if you rap, if you sing,
Hmm.
the audience might want another line dance song from you, and now you in this box.
Yeah. You give me T
So
Pain energy. You give me T Pain energy, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that because I think people thought that of you for the longest, and then when you go out and do these shows, oh, he can really sing. He can really sing. You know what I'm saying? Like I told Fat that I say I've never seen Cupid do a wax show. I don't care where he was in his career, if it was up or down or whatever. If it was 4,000 people or 40 people, he never gave a wax show. Talk to me about that energy and where did you get those ideas from that you put in your show? Because everybody have a good
well,
time. I seen Grandma up there, with one good hip doing that flex, man. Talk to me about that.
man, the thing is, dog, I come from the age where if you wasn't good, you would get booed.
Hmm.
Like you
Yeah.
know it, man. Back in the day, man, if you went in a club talking about I'm opening up for VI, I'm opening up for
Yeah, boy.
whoever, you would get booed if you like didn't give them the best show. Even with Crunkfest, like back in the day, I
Hmm.
remember Derek Morris, man, messed around. He was like, "Look, I'm gonna put you on Crunkfest, but I'm gonna let you open up because Big Hawk
Hmm.
is the headliner." And I was like, "Man, I'm about to tear this place
Yeah.
up." And
Right.
I wanted it to be like whoever performed after me
Uh-huh.
was gonna just be like not
That
it was gonna be hard for him, bro. So I come up from an area where if you took the stage, the audience had a right to judge you based
hmm
on your performance, bro. So that's why I'm like that. Like I feel
right.
like, and then now with social media, man, all you need is one wax show for them to
Oh, that's
record,
it. Nigga.
and it's over.
Uh who was the little chick? Benzino's daughter. She had a hot record, hot buzz, and I mean she coming in strong. And it was like that first show in Houston was the one that just the crowd wasn't moving. She was
Yep.
up there doing her biggest hit, and they like, what happened? What's going? And I feel like that's a test to like testament to like you coming up in those talent show era days. Man, you had to come with it back then. I don't care if it was local, national, star search. I don't care what it was. Like anything that was on that type of level, you had to come with it back in the day. And I feel like the generations after us ain't never got a chance to experience it. They get a hot buzz and we just throw them on the biggest stages in the world and they're not really prepared or ready for it. Talk to me about rehearsals. Talk to me about putting shows together like
Dog. I remember,
before time.
man, we did Crunk Fest. I remember a while, like a long time ago, we did Crunk Fest, and I went and got the whole Northside drill team, and we was
Mm,
practicing, and we built like an electric chair, and I came out like they shook,
yeah.
like they electrocuted me, and we came out with the sheets, and
Yeah.
then like we were like rising up from the dead, and I mean that's what it's about, dog.
Putting on a
Because at the
show.
time, yeah, and then later on that year, man, I remember in that same year, man, I opened up for Vicious in Mamu.
Come on,
And
man.
man, we came out, dog. We had them little girls going berserk, bro. It was so crazy. We was doing the dance routines, me, West
Yeah.
Bank Lincoln, and stuff. And
West Bank
and
Lincoln, man.
yeah, bro. And
Yeah.
listen, bro. Vicious pulled me over to the side because they had some dudes. Of course, we the little dancing dudes, so you always
Right.
had the dudes in the crowd, And Vicious was like, "Nah, man, you gonna be special, dog, because." like you don't give a damn. Like you gonna
Mm-hmm.
perform regardless. And when
Right.
he told me that at the time, I didn't have a personal relationship with Vicious. I only knew him from music. So I'm looking at him like, bro, this VI, this
Mm-hmm.
Xma. Like
Right.
you telling
Right.
me the little dancer dude
Yeah.
it is okay to do what I do?
Right.
And with that being said, man, that was just a little extra gas. Like that goes like way back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
to now. So even now, man, like when I perform, it's like I think people even know like Cupid coming. Oh Lord, here we
Yeah.
go.
You
Like
ready?
here he come. You know,
Yeah.
and that's good because that keeps me booked every weekend, man. And I'm in love with it, Lex. I love what I do. I love hitting that stage. I love
You can
performing.
tell.
So
Yeah. You can tell.
bro, it's fun, dog.
I think your cousin in here, Shyla, bro. She say, "What up,
Oh, what's up,
cousin?"
Shy? Yeah,
Coke,
man.
Coke bottle.
Yeah.
Sean is in the chat.
Super
DJ
Sean.
No,
What's up, my girl?
yeah, DJ No Cap. Who else we got up in
What's up,
here?
no cap? Yeah, man.
Go DJ Gemini. That's S. DJ. He said the creativity has to be
Uh-huh.
there. The creativity definitely has to be there, man. You reminded me of the like even now, the old Jubilee days, man. When Jubilee would come on stage, he had Willie Puckett and them boys behind him and do. You got your dancers, you got your brothers, you got your partners with you, the same dudes you came up with. This is so hip
Yeah.
hop right here. From the
Yeah,
beginning.
man.
Them dudes
Yep.
ain't left, y'all ain't fell out of none of that, man. Like, talk to me about that bond and keeping that thing tight like that, bro. Because you don't
Man,
see
that's
that in a
my
lot
real
of groups. You know what I'm saying? And
nah,
you were
that's
sort
my
of,
real life friends, Lex. That's my real life friends, man.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? And we've been doing this since the 90s, bro. And a lot of times when we on the road, it's like therapeutic for us, man. You know, we all got families and stuff now. So we during the week we all doing like real life stuff. But when we on the road, it's 100. And then also, man, I treat everybody fairly. Like, I don't look at it like it's just me. Even though
mm-hmm,
like I am a solo artist, I
mm-hmm,
feel like everybody contributes. So I make sure everybody eats. If I
mm-hmm,
eat, they eat. I make sure that everything is pleasant and like we travel good, we roll good. And
right,
and then lastly, I don't lie to them. Like I never like I don't lie to my homeboys. Like I don't do anything like we got a relationship to where if something go down, we could talk
mm-hmm,
about it, and then it's just
right,
that versus trying to run game and stuff. And I think by me just keeping it real, I love them dudes, man. Like we all been to each other weddings and
yeah,
all of that, man. And we rock with each other's kids and we support each other like that, man. So
right,
friends are hard to find these days,
mm-hmm.
and those cats is 100, bro. So shout out to the whole crew, man.
The only one I'm worried about is Yogi. I don't know how long his knees gonna last. He got to be the oldest out of camp. He's got to be the
Yeah,
oldest out of camp. How long can
yeah,
Yogi stay
man.
on the road like this, man? Because he's still hanging in there. He's
Yeah, man. Yogi still hanging, man. You could catch him at the bod shop, man, and stuff too, bro. Like he ate dog. As long as he can move his legs
he gonna
and
go.
move his body, he gonna move him, bro. So it's all good. Shout
Yogi.
out to Yogi, man.
Man, that's my dog, bro. He funny too, like in real life. All them dudes is
Facts,
hilarious, man.
facts,
Uh,
man. Facts,
Mr.
man.
Fat, man, how important is that relationship? And talk to me about the first time y'all met and how y'all even created a connection to doing music.
I met Fat in '98 at Michael Lockett's studio downtown, man. And we were
Okay.
both signed to the same label. He was with his group LOC, and I was in the same group called Fifth Element.
Mm-hmm.
And Fed started like doing beats for us, man. And after all of the homies that I sang with went back to Ruston,
Mm-hmm.
I decided to go solo.
What up, that
Bruh,
head?
I'm gonna just
Mm-hmm.
keep it real, man. And this is for anybody out there who do music, bro. Like, if it wasn't for Fat, bro, it wouldn't be no Cupid at the capacity you hear it.
Mm.
So we done shared stories, man. We done hit the road, man. We done been overseas together. Um,
Mm.
I'm Snoop, he Dre.
Yeah,
Like,
I told him
you
that.
know what I'm saying? I'm Missy He Timberland, bro. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
what we could do in the studio is like it's wild because it's not like we programmed to do it. We just been doing it so long, bro.
Right.
One of the realest dudes, one of the smartest human beings in the world, dog.
Mm.
And just a good, super talented dude, man. I'm glad he named his album Genius because
That
dude
he
really
is.
is a real life genius for real.
That he is.
And honestly, bro, this is a real dude. So we've traveled the world, man, together. And if you notice, like I'll make songs, but my biggest ones always be with him.
Yeah. And some people
Always be
just
with him,
have
bro.
that thing. Like, yeah, that's amazing, man. And you know, Fat has been involved in other people's careers and have made monster records with other people. But I feel like you were the one to kind of give him let him see that other side of what the success with music. Well, we talked about
Yeah,
that when we were talking about his album because he's learned so much from being on the road with you and meeting people and seeing, you know, these different crowds and feeling the vibes and things of that to where he can read a room in any city, you know, any town, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all have done it so much. Um, what would you say are the ups and the downs of where you are in your career as far as like being such a national figure?
so the hardest thing about me, man, is being local and national at the same time.
Talk about that,
Because
bro.
like it be stuff I want to do. Like I be wanting to perform at everybody grandma 60th birthday party
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all of the head starts and all
Right.
of the head start programs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then I get calls to do BET. I get calls to do One Music Fest and stuff like that. So I got to make those type of decisions, bro. I feel like, man, fortunately, I've been able to be successful enough to still be regular, but but still successful enough to be able to do music just full time. A lot of the stuff you hear about in the music industry, I was faced with back in 2007 and 2008. A lot of the stuff you hear about in the news right now, I was asked to do, I was asked to be a part of. I didn't,
Well, what you mean?
and that was
What kind of stuff? We talking about that?
stuff.
Stop that. For real?
Dog,
No.
I got stories on top of stories, man, of like
Oh, we gotta hold on.
being in,
We gotta write a book.
being invited to certain things.
No.
Because when I got signed to Atlantic, bro, you got to remember,
Yeah.
I walked right in. This is 2007, bro. This is like
Mm-hmm. That's why I say
when
UNT
everything was going.
Payne, because Payne is around that time too, as well, right? Oh
Shoot,
five, oh six.
I got a record with Aubrey from Daddy Kane, which was Puff Daddy. You dig?
Missy
Like,
too. You did one with Missy and Payne at the same time. So I mean, that was one of my favorite songs, by the way, off that album. That Let Out
yeah,
Party.
man, I appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Let Out was supposed to be big, man. But there's a lot of reasons why I didn't get a second single, and it
Mm-hmm.
didn't have nothing to do with the music. It just had to
Hold on.
do
You
with
got the chat
me.
going. Hold on. They say he talking about that. Yeah, I think he was, y'all. We gonna touch on that later, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of rooms that if I would have just been a part of, or if I would have just hung out with the right people and the right clicks, I could have got that second single, possibly that third single. But because I
That
wasn't
is
cooperative,
crazy.
I come from Lafayette, man. A lot of stuff that they was doing up there in LA, I,
Oh,
I
boy, them
didn't.
Southern niggas ain't going for that. They
I
ain't
was like,
going for that.
I don't know, I don't know, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
bro.
Damn,
And
bro.
so I'll say my career has been, because I work hard, it's lasted long. But initially, I had a lot of regrets because sometimes, and this gonna sound crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll be like, man, I seen people who wasn't as talented as me be in them cliques and blow up.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, man,
Yeah,
come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
man. Y'all done
But you
sent me back. Y'all done dropped me from the label and everything,
we
you
see in the
know?
trajectory of certain music, like especially with the rap genre. I told Fat I was just being like straight up. Like the new I'm not knocking them. I'm not knocking everybody, but we can all be honest with ourselves and say the talent bar is very, 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 very low as far
Yeah,
as how to get on, what they consider is a hit, what's gonna get placements on these playlists and all this. It's a game. It's not even like for real, for real. You know what I mean? And I feel like
yeah,
people like Kendrick Lamar and that whole battle with Drake, I think that kind of showed you the difference between a person with a real solid fan base versus a guy who made hits for 10 years, but a fan base who could see the real from the, oh, that's not the same. He kind of he's spitting facts on that to where they jump ship. So the talent, Kendrick, writer, writes his own stuff, all his own ideas, and anything he collaborates with is well known, right? But with Drake, we didn't really quite know. So I get what you're saying. The talent part, there's a whole lot of talent talented people out there that I feel like don't get the recognition they deserve. So I feel you on that
Yeah.
part. But man, that's crazy. I never thought they tried you, bro.
Oh
Oh
yeah, cuz. Yeah,
man.
cuz. It was some I got some stories, cuz. It was wild, man. But
Mm.
like I say, man, I couldn't come back. One thing about Lafayette, bro, them ball gonna John you.
Oh what?
If you come down here, man, look what that ball got on.
It,
Oh
it would
man,
take
look.
Orlando to say some shit. Yeah, Cupid was at the party with the what?
Down,
That's it.
down, do your dance.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh Lord.
Lord have mercy, man. Okay. We were talking about the line dance stuff. The rise is happening, man. They got a cat right now that's on fire, Mr. Boots on the ground. If you could give him any advice right now, because he's having a run that you're experiencing, you've had, what advice would you give him moving forward?
Well, man, I seen him on the Breakfast Club, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
he kind of said it. Like, I think he don't want to be known as a line dance artist,
Right. Mm.
which is cool. It's cool.
Right.
Um, my advice to him would be get some new music out fast.
Mm-hmm.
Fast. Cause the
Yeah.
longer you miss the boots on the ground guy, that's
Right.
what they're gonna label you as. Cause I remember though, when I signed to Atlantic, the lady who I went up there with, Leah Seymour, she said, "Are you ready to be known as the Cupid Shuffle guy?" And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Man, I could sing, man. I got hits. You tripping. I
Right.
finna."
You thought the talent was just
And
gonna take you to the moon. Right.
but
It's a
that but
different
that
game.
machine, that machine said we want Cupid Shuffle. And
Mm-hmm.
dog, I was the one hit wonder for a long time in the industry, dog, because of
Right.
that. So my advice to him would be put some music out ASAP
Right.
because bro, one thing about a hit record,
Mm-hmm.
if 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 the record company gets a hit record and they burn it out,
Mm-hmm.
people gonna hate it just as quick as they love it.
That's true. That's happened to people. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, man. And
Yeah.
so when people gonna get on the downside of it, it might not be everybody, but just when the media is like, it's time to move on to the next thing, they're gonna make it look like, oh, that's an old record, and he just got to be prepared, man. But I like him, and I think he gonna kill the Southern Soul, man. I think he gonna do well because
And I think that's what they
he,
needed to call it because honestly,
yeah.
that's the feeling I'm feeling is that this some Southern Soul slash
Oh, I can
Zydeco
sing.
shit. What I'm saying, I'm talking about like just okay, you got the aesthetic of the boots, right? Well, that's Trail Ride, that's Zydeco, but it's got a Southern Soul feel. It's R&B traditional. He's hitting traditional R&B runs on that motherfucker effortlessly. Like,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. First time I heard him, I'm like, damn, King George, he coming for you because that nigga
right, right, right,
his
right. He can
ass
sing,
off.
bro.
S Dot, I told S Dot the same thing. I feel like y'all are pushing something that the rest of the world hadn't tapped into yet. Cupid Shuffle
Right.
gave him a little bit of that, but like with what S Dot got going on with that Cowgirl Trail Ride, what you got going on with that Flex, and then you got your own, okay. Let's get this out of the way. Your fans record came out before where the fans at. Can we be
I
honest?
record. Yeah, 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 yeah. I recorded mine
Yeah.
in October. I recorded
Okay.
my song "Pop That Fan" in October of last year, and the
Mm-hmm.
only reason why it came out at the same time because I wanted to put it out um on my birthday.
Right. Okay.
So I put mine out on the 22nd. Boots on the ground. So here's the
Right.
here's the difference. Boots on the ground wasn't designed to be a line dance record. It was designed to be a
Right.
Southern Soul record, but
Right.
they put a super cool line dance to it, and it
Mm-hmm.
blew up. Pop That Fan was designed specifically for a line dance. I had already made the line dance up,
Right.
and it was part of the package. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But man, that culture over there in South Carolina, dog, they so big
Yes.
on line dancing right now,
Heavy.
dog. Like,
Heavy.
you know, and so here's shot out of cannon, dog. And again, let me tell you this, Lex. In order for line dance music to be a thing, you gotta have
Mm-hmm.
more than one person doing it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
as long as I was doing it, it was just like, oh, that's what Cupid do, line dance, whatever. But then
Mm-hmm.
when you start seeing S Dot, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you start seeing Boots on the Ground, you start seeing Big Moochie and all these people who
Yeah.
do these type of records, then it's like, oh, this is a thing. So it helps out the genre in as a
Mm-hmm.
whole. But
Right.
the difference between me is when I make my line dances up, I make up the dances too. Um,
Right. 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 Right.
you know, and I
So
know
there's a
that in
whole
the
nother
in the
creative component to what you do. You've actually you're like the one stop shop of it all. You're the creator of the song, the dance, the whole deal.
Lex, the hardest thing in the world to do is make a line dance up.
Wow.
straight up. And I know people listen to make a line dance that people actually like is
Mm-hmm.
so hard, dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard. Cause first thing first, you can't steal nobody choreography. Like people get mad about that. Choreographers get upset about that.
Right, right.
So, so you can't take something off the internet and then be like, oh, I'm just going to, use it. But
Mm-hmm.
making a song and a dance together is
Mm-hmm.
crazy work, bro. It's crazy work. It
Yeah.
ain't nothing easy. So that's why you don't see me drop 100 of them a day, because it's
I
like,
mean,
man,
who gonna remember all this shit too?
dog, it took me like a month to come up with Flex. It took me to make Flex. It took me probably about a month to make the cookout. Cause
Okay.
it gotta make sense. You can't have
That's a
everybody look up in there looking like they playing Twister.
yeah, Cookout. You just made an announcement for Cookout that Bun B and Paul Wall gonna be on the remix. Have you
Yeah.
figured out the Flex remix? I know you had one with the 69 Boys and who else was on there? It was the
Oh, this
69 Boy.
69 boy.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about dropping another one? Or if
So
okay,
I'm a
if you could put your dream features on any of your songs, list those off if you could.
the dream the dream mixes would go like this. I would do a remix to Do It With Your Boots On with Shabuzi.
Ooh, ooh,
That would be
that would be
one.
hard. That would be hard.
That would be
Yeah.
one. And then the Flex remix would either be Sierra or T-Pain.
I say both. I ain't gonna lie to
If I could nail that, then and
you. That
and
would
I'm
be
working
hard.
on a lot of big things with Flex, but that's the two people I think that would work the most on Flex, because CC
Right.
Dance and dog, you just don't even know how many people in the world thought that Flex was for T-Pain. Like it's insane.
Wow.
So it would be only right, man. T-Pain, one of my favorite artists too. So
Yeah.
um that would be dope.
Yeah. Man. All right. And then what you got next? You got Poppin' Fans and Cookout. Would you already got a cookout? Uh
Yeah.
Poppin' Fans, who would you put on that?
DJ Cool or Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because it got that go-go vibe, you know what I'm saying? I think that would kill it, man. One of them
Now
two,
look,
you know.
in a perfect world where there's no issues, no problems, ain't nobody that went to jail for nothing, bro. R. Kelly on Swing Around the Rosie. I feel like with
Boy,
look and
bro, listen,
let him reproduce it and all that. That shit would be out of here.
man, minus all of the trouble, that
all
would be the
of that, throw that
craziest
away.
ever.
But oh my god, they would go crazy for that, man.
Yeah,
Easy,
Swing
yeah.
Around the Rosie is a song, man. Like, I'd be surprised at how many people know that song, even when I performed. I'd be like, man, y'all know Swing Around the Rosie?
Oh
But
yeah, 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 yeah.
I remember, dog, before Shuffle, dog, before Shuffle, I can pop my collar on this.
Come with it.
Before Cupid Shuffle,
Mm-hmm.
Swing Around the Rosie is the blueprint for
Mm-hmm.
modern swing out right now.
Oh, you going there with it? You going there
Oh,
with
dog,
it?
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah.
Two,
I give you that.
2000, dog, we
Yeah,
made Swing Around the Rosie in 2005. You
yeah.
realize in 2005 we had 16 and 15-year-old children swinging out
Oh
in
yeah,
teen
bro.
parties because of that. Because I
It.
mean, yeah, we like the youngsters wasn't really on it like that.
Yeah,
But the same dude
yeah,
that made Baby Do Your Thing was doing swing out. So that that
yeah.
that sound and that cadence and that,
Right,
we know as swing out,
right.
like that vibe. Hey, bro, I gotta credit Mr.
Cause
Fat
yeah,
on that
you
production.
know what? Yeah, cause if you think about it, like, I'm is Johnny Taylor considered swing out?
They
Johnny
was
Taylor's
all
what
southern.
Southern
They was
Soul.
they was all Southern Soul. Mel
Okay.
Wade as Marvin C. That was all considered Southern Soul.
So okay. Let's break that down. What is the difference between Southern Soul and then swing out? Give me the difference.
Southern Soul is happy blues.
Got you. Okay.
Southern Soul is happy blues. It's blues because blues is the blues. It's sad. It's my
Right.
white mom.
Candy
She left me, and
liquor.
my dog died,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
and all of that. Southern
Okay.
Soul is more of a happy blues, man. And with Swing Out, what happened was, Lex, we were some young dudes trying to make old music.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's 2005, so we trying to
Right.
make older music, but we younger. So the sounds that you hear and the sounds that we use and the cadence that we use was fusing the young
Mm-hmm.
guys with old music.
That
Because
old
remember,
feel.
I had Swing Around the Rosie,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had the barbecue,
Mm-hmm. They just
and
brought that up in the chat.
then I had another song that I featured with Terrell House that Come
Mm-hmm.
and Get It, and I mean, of course, there was Kenny Wayne, and there was
Mm-hmm.
Lil Farley who was doing this, the stuff, but they was all kind of more considered in the lane with male waiters.
When did Tucker come out?
Gotta be '07, gotta be
Okay.
'07, '08. Yeah.
Okay. So this is all okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so and I mean, and then Tuck came like right after we had Swing Around the Rose, and he came with the Work It Out record.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. I
and I
remember
mean,
that.
bro, and he took the baton and ran, cuz, and I
Oh man,
mean,
Tucker is
he
the man.
he
Hey,
one of the biggest. I mean, and what he does, bro, he the king of it, bro.
I was telling some rappers, they was talking about doing shows and shit, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of y'all favorite rappers are not in the buildings. I see Tucker in. I'm cutting these commercials for these dudes out of town. Shows, man, whatever. He's not in small spots. It ain't no hole in the wall. It's arenas,
Nah,
bro. Like
nah, dude is that dude.
he's
He that
doing
dude,
his
bro.
he doing his thing. So I keep telling them, I'm like, man, I know y'all love these rappers, bro, but they in clubs, man. They in like maybe 300, 500, capacity rooms. This is not the same thing. He's getting that real bag. Matter of fact, I
And,
think we were down there in that Mobile, Alabama for that spring bling.
dog. And look,
Insane.
and
Yeah.
and to give him credit, bro, everybody
Mm-hmm.
wanted to do they was chasing him like, oh, I
Oh
want to
yeah.
do what Tucker do. So by with that, everybody who started making swing out music was kind of emulating
Mm-hmm.
like the evolution of from what like the evolution to when he got it, and that
Yeah.
created the whole genre. Because no, after that, bro, you DJ, how many
Yeah.
people had records the exact same tempo as Candyland?
It wasn't many. I mean, they were
No,
trying.
no,
You had
yeah,
some that were
yeah, like
trying, but you
same
right.
tempo, same cadence. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
would it be
And
safe to
kudos
say
to the.
that? Would it safe to say that swing out is similar to stepping?
It's a little different sonically. It's a little
I,
different.
I'm talking about tempo though.
Same, yeah, yeah, for sure, absolutely.
They definitely in the same ballpark. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Okay.
bro. If y'all ever been to Chicago, man, you would know why. Like you'd be like, dang, wait, like you start swinging out, and the people be looking at you like, nah, that's not what we do over here, you know.
Right.
But
Right. So the dancing is not at all similar. Is what you're saying?
no, not. It's not similar, nah. Like
Okay.
you know, if you see somebody stepping in Miami Moon, you gonna know that they not from here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know why I thought they was kind of like the same thing.
they
Okay.
kind of similar, yeah, bro. But it's almost like, I mean, swing out is a lot different. Swing out, stepping is a different cadence. Like
And they actually
I'm a
stepping when they moving.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
they stepping, yeah, yeah, all right.
Yeah. And I was telling S Dot in his interview, I say, man, would it be wrong to say that the Zydeco people and the Southern Soul people are kind of the same people? Even though it's not the same culture, I know down here it's kind of similar. I mean, the same people I would see go to a trail ride will carry their ass to Miami Moon. Am I
Right,
right or
right,
wrong?
right, right, right. Right, man. Dog, look, bro. I gotta give the Zydeco dudes a different kind of thing, though. I think
Okay.
swing out is Southern Soul. I think a lot of people like the swing out music, but Zydeco is different.
It's
Zydeco is
some
different.
different type
Lex,
of.
these boys play for 3 hours,
Oh yeah, that's totally different.
set up all their speakers,
Bringing their own sound, yeah.
seven accordions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I say Zydeco artists are some of the hardest working artists on the planet, dog. They
Especially
different.
on
So,
on the road, because they got to take all that, put it up, tear it down, book the shows, make the
bruh, they
music.
different.
It's a totally different hustle.
They different, bruh. So their following, whether they get radio play or not, whether they
Mm-hmm.
on TV or not,
Right,
they got their fans. So that
and
that audience to me is different.
yeah, that's another part of it. I feel like that's harder for them. Like, where are the Zydeco stations? Where are you know what I'm saying? You can go to South Carolina and probably hear Southern Soul, 24/7 on a radio station out there. There are
Yeah.
no, you know what I'm saying? There's no charts, there's no nothing. There's just You know what I'm saying? It's what I'm sure there's charts, but I'm saying there's nothing that they could hop on and say, I do this now, and everybody start fucking with it. It's a hustle. They gotta go and get on and try to get on. Man. But you've
bro.
worked
When
with a
you,
lot of them.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Hey, I got the utmost respect. Let me tell you, bro. Nate,
Mm-hmm.
Chris, Paul,
Yeah.
Leon, Curly, like I had them all on the Do It With Your Boots remix, which is a blessing. That
Right.
they actually they did it. But them dudes is some of the coldest dudes in the world, bro. Like if you ever go to Zydeco, you gotta understand that these people, 5,000, 6,000, 1,000, however many,
Them
know the
numbers be
words
crazy.
to
Yeah.
the whole album,
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
but they not getting radio play.
No
They
radio.
not
That's
none
what
of
I'm
that.
saying. It's no way to like truly get on with one click of a button. You really got to hustle and strategize.
Real life fans, bro. And I think like I watch them and I always wanted to be like that. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
want to have my own fans that come see me. Like what Chris be doing right
Mm-hmm.
now with like his 25 and up stuff, man.
Oh
I got
man.
so much respect for Chris, just as a person, just as a talented artist. Like you gotta understand that this man posts a flyer on his page and
That's it. That's
walks
it.
away,
That's
and
it.
goes plug up that accordion and got
Bruh.
600-700 people up in there, man. Like Nate, the same way, man, doing these big festivals and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
bro.
I think our culture, when you hang around people like that and you watch that and you respect the culture, you understand how what it means to really work hard. Like Zydeco dudes work hard, dog, and
Right.
I respect all of them for what they do.
Right. Yeah, man. Um, I feel like there's something happening down here with our music. And when I say our music, I'm talking about the Zydeco, the Southern Soul, the Swing Out. There's something happening. Like the rest of the world is starting to kind of catch on to what's going on down here. And just like with Cupid Shuffle, because the Cupid, okay, here's something a lot of people don't know. The Cupid Shuffle basically just hopped genres. Like, I'm not gonna say it was overnight, but there was pop stations playing it, urban hip hop and R&B stations playing it, urban AC stations playing like rhythmic. It hopped genres. I think because people didn't quite know where to put it. Is that safe to say? They couldn't just
Oh,
put it in one spot,
that's
right?
exactly right.
Boots on the Ground could possibly do the same thing. Just the fact that he was on the interview with the Breakfast Club, that's insane for anybody that's in this genre of music. You're not getting called up to that stage. That's just what it is. You know what I
Facts.
mean? So to see that happening, oh, okay. Shout to say country stations too. So bruh, it's. I'm telling you, once it happens, it's gonna happen, and people gonna be like, "What is this music?" Because they haven't heard Keith Frank, they haven't heard Lil Nate, Chris Arvin. I'm talking about throughout the entire, pop culture. They have not. That has not entered the chat yet. When that day finally happens, bro, Louisiana gonna be on fire, bro.
It's
Um,
gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. And one thing them labels do,
mhm.
when one person, like you say,
They
when one
find
person
one,
get over,
they gonna
they
find some more.
all coming.
That's
All
it.
I'm gonna say is, all I'm gonna say is when they call y'all, if y'all need advice on how to do y'all deal, hit me up because they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
give y'all the most beautiful looking envelope
Mm.
you ever can get in your
All
life.
nice and
But
shiny.
oh man, you don't when you open it, you don't know what's in it. So you gotta make sure you
Yeah.
know what's in it.
And don't go to them parties, man. Cupid say don't go to them parties. That is
Nah,
crazy, bro. You gonna have to do you gonna have to get on a big network and tell that story one day, man. If they let you.
oh man, I'm at day, bro. If I do that, man, then y'all might stop hearing flex.
Well, you gonna have to go meet
I,
you gonna have to go meet Russell Simmons wherever he at, wherever he doing his meditation.
yeah,
Go hide out
hey
there, man.
man,
What you got
you
coming
gotta
up?
ask me that. You gotta
Hmm?
ask me that on a one-on-one basis, bro.
What you got coming up that the people need to be hip to?
Man, I got some big things coming up, man. Just like you said with Cupid Shuffle, Flex about to be one of the biggest songs in the country, man. We got some really big plans for Flex,
Hmm.
and then Cookout remix, man, featuring Bun B and Paul Wall. I'm super excited about that, man.
Hmm.
I'm gonna make them boys to make Paul Wall do a line dance in the music video. It's gonna shut the net
Oh, that's
down for
going yeah.
sure.
Hell yeah.
You
Hell yeah.
know, and then
Bun too, because I
at
don't
the
think we
end,
ever seen Bun dance. I don't think
oh
we ever
man,
seen.
look, when he brought me out for the rodeo 2 years ago, he
Oh,
did
talk to
shuffle,
me about
bro. He
that.
did
Talk to
shuffle,
me about that. You did the rodeo in Houston.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
What was
dog,
that like?
I ain't never heard nobody sing Do It With Your Boots On that loud. Like
Wow,
it was
bro.
so loud, dog. It was 75,000 people. And when I was singing it, the it don't matter, dog.
Yeah.
It was like, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, so I stopped singing. I was like, oh,
Now, okay,
dog. It was
for
so
people that
loud.
don't have an idea of where were you for the rodeo? Where is that held at? What venue?
Houston, Texas, man. That's in the NRG stadium,
Okay,
where the Houston
that's
Texans
where
play.
Kendrick was the other night.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
stadium. So
yes, dog. And it
we
was
talking what 60,000?
it was 75,000 that night.
Oh my God! What?
75,000. Dog.
Oh
Bun, bro- Bun, like what he did
shit!
was he did all the different like parts of the country. So when the little map thing went to Louisiana, he was like, I'm gonna
Right,
bring out Cupid. So I came out to Boots. And dog, listen, when that part came on Boots,
a wrestling
them people
pop,
saying, dog, it was surreal, dog. Me and Fat was on the stage looking at each other like, golly, bro, this is crazy.
man. Cupid, you've done a
Oh
lot.
yeah.
You've done so much, bro. I feel like you don't ever really like pop your shit about. You do talk about it like you just did, but I feel like, man, do you ever feel like you're the biggest artist to ever come out of Lafayette? I'm saying all the time. Do you feel it? Because I feel like some people, in the words of our culture, sometimes they try to hold their nuts on you. Like, they try to act like, it ain't really like that when, nigga, you ain't been to places this brother done been. Like, you haven't done the things he's done. Name another artist, name another, it's just, it don't exist. You are the biggest. You know that?
I'll say this. I'm not the most talented artist.
That ain't what I said. I just said,
I'm not the most talented artist.
right,
But I just think numerically, I think that I've reached a higher pinnacle than most people. But you know what I'm saying?
right.
But man, yeah, like I don't like to use. I let people say it. I coming out of my mind is kind of wild. I don't
I
want
hear
to
you,
say it
but
like that.
I just be wanting to know if you know it and feel it, because that's what I've been seeing since the beginning. You've always,
You know who
even,
okay,
mhm.
look, I tell the Festival International people that in the heartbeat.
Oh Lord, I thought y'all squashed that, man. I thought that was. Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to
Yeah,
the festival, man. It's all good.
but I
But now
know,
I've
but see,
told
that
them,
kind of go to what I'm talking about. Like when I found out that had never happened, I'm like, no way. It because I'm thinking to myself, I know I done
yeah.
seen he was never a part of that. That's crazy. And you from here. But T Pain has went through the
Yeah.
same thing in his own hometown. Where they pulled some stuff with him. So I think maybe that's just like maybe you went to school with somebody, you don't remember.
Yeah.
It's something. It's something with that. But yeah, I just always wanted
Man,
to
but
ask you that.
yeah, I mean, I've accomplished a lot, man. I think, I've done a lot of stuff, man. I always try to celebrate the city when I do stuff, though. Like, I
Oh
always feel
yeah.
like it's not just me because I'm representing the whole city everywhere I go. Like, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, I tell them I'm from Lafayette. I'm from the 337 area. Like, I'm not from this place or that place, no disrespect to nobody. So
Hmm.
I do it with the intent of like because my city made me, man. The keg, Mako's Beach,
Right.
Grand Street, all them
Hmm.
spots that we was in, nightcaps, and all of
The
that, bro.
keg. That's where I
The,
first
you
saw
know
you.
that that
Hmm.
all of that, man. That's what made me. So it's a collective thing, but I've done a lot, bro. I've really done a lot. I think, and got a lot on the way, but like
But
the right person get to talking crazy, then I pull
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
stat
yeah,
sheet
yeah.
out. But for the most part, man, I just be chilling, bro.
Yeah, look, ain't nothing wrong with being proud of yourself because you earned it, you worked hard for it, and like I said in the beginning of the interview, I was there when it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. This brother was just
Bro,
getting started.
I got a memory with you, bro. I got a memory with you.
Okay,
One
talk to
night
me.
we was in Lake Charles, dog. I think this might be one of the first nights I met you,
Okay,
and nobody was in the club, dog. I want to
yeah.
say it was in D'Agostino's.
Oh, yeah. We lost a few times there.
And we was dancing our tails off up in there, dog. Bo,
Hmm.
you was dancing, we was dancing, and we was cutting
Yeah,
up, and like not too loud people was in the club. And I remember that's a memory I have because I was like, man, that's like the first time I met Lex, and he was like, man, you cool. Y'all chopped it up, exchanged
yeah,
numbers, and we've been
yeah,
cool ever since, man. And
yeah.
so we been around, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Been seeing
Like,
it all.
you know, I
Yeah.
like to tell a lot of people, I'd be like, man, I was doing this when you was like on free lunch, cuz like
Yeah.
you was still, you know, doing math and
Right.
science, and some of y'all was in Pampers, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's all a representation of what we got down here, bro. Like
Mm.
I just rep for the city, bro.
Yeah, man. Bro, we done came to our 1 hour, man. This was a fire. It came out even better than I thought it was gonna come out, man. The wild story part, I didn't expect that, but that's definitely gonna be a fire clip for another day.
Oh,
I
that clip,
just
yeah, that clip gonna have number of question marks. Oh no, tell
wait,
us more, dog. Tell
what?
us
Who
more.
win? Right? All that, man. Shout out to Chuck Slug in the chat. He say D'Agostino's on Broad Street. Great memories. Cupid getting a residency in Vegas coming soon. Ooh.
Oh, I claim that in Jesus' name, man. Let me tell
Nah,
you, a line
nah,
dance
how
residency.
you coming like Usher? You gonna break up some happy homes, man? Had them women licking
I ain't
cherries and
bringing no
shit.
cherries, dog. No cherries.
That's
No
what's
no
up,
fruits.
bro. Man. Hold on. Trevor Carpenter say shit. We came into plantation in '05. We came into the plantation. We worked at a place called the plantation in '05. What was called the plantation?
Yeah, dog.
Where
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was?
That was a little yeah, that was a little spot that we used to rent back in the day. Dog, we used to throw these team parties, dog.
Oh yeah, they
Look,
brought up your parties. Talk about them parties. The
if
Cupid parties.
anybody knows Cupid, they'll tell you them Cypress Tree and Holiday Inn parties for them teens. We used to rent the ballroom, dog. Dog, we used to have 500, 1,000 kids, dog.
Yeah.
No security.
Come on, man. Cause you didn't
And
need
bro,
it. The worst
and
that
then
might happen is the fight. The worst.
yeah, and look, and when they would fight, we could easily break it up. The mamas would drop their kids off and be like, "Cupid, they
Mm-hmm.
good, huh?" I'd be like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
they good. Come on."
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I got a lot of people who, whenever I say that Cypress Tree, bro, they know that was some
Mm-hmm.
good times, man.
Shantae in the chat, she said, hell yeah. Dolby say if Dolby D say if you get the residency, hold on, let me find it. He say, I'm quitting my job if he do that.
Hey, if I get it, put your notice in, David, or even Trip.
Man,
Voltron, go and take over.
that's something to aim for because Vegas are
Wow,
notorious for like overpaying. Like whatever your rate is, you probably gonna get 3 times that.
man, I have a
Dang.
personal chef. I have a personal chef, Lex. I'll be over there. That'd be crazy. I'll be off getting all kind of stuff, bro.
Hey, that might be the night Yogi and them fall out. That might be the night. All that money coming in. Y'all gonna have a temptations moment, man. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, cuz.
Oh my God, bro. It's too much money in the room. All
Hey,
right, Cupid,
bro.
man. Go ahead.
Nah, man.
What you
I
about?
say you're sitting there counting all that money, bro. You sure right.
Bruh, somebody gonna fall out with somebody for nothing, man. I said all green M&M. That's gonna be lucky. Oh, let's talk about your brother real quick. Because for the longest, he was Cupid's brother.
Right.
Now you Uncle Luck's brother. I mean, he done turned into something.
Oh, look. Luck and K Chill travel with me on the road when they not
Another
like
one.
busy, right?
Mm,
Dog. We get down at a store and all I hear is Uncle Luck. Oh, I
yeah.
know you lying. And I'm
Right.
like, what about me?
Right.
Hey.
You the third wheel.
They don't even see me, bro. But you know,
Yeah.
that's one thing about my team that I always pride myself on. You know, Fat got his album. Jay Smooth man got, you know, he got trending his t-shirt company that he does exceptionally well with Trending Customs.
Okay.
Luck has his you know, he's doing his comedy and his acting and chill and the whole crew, and my sister, she doing her thing, man. We working on the EP with her. But my thing is to always make sure if I eat, I can't eat by myself. So
Right.
it's good to
Yeah.
see them boys all doing their thing in their own elements, bro. That's
Mm-hmm.
always what I always wanted to see with, you know, with them, you know.
Yeah, man. I remember because Luck been doing that voice long before COVID. Matter of fact,
So, bro,
here's a fun. Yeah, go ahead. Fun fact on my history. When I came to Lafayette, that's who I was running with. Was Luck. Me and Luck would be. That's how I met Marquis. You know what I'm saying? Riding
yep.
around Lafayette with Luck, man. And we was like that. But go ahead. What you was about to
Luck.
say?
So, man, Luck is if I had to depict my grandfather, in a
Mm-hmm.
nutshell, that's love. Like the whole accent, the
Yeah.
whole everything. But that was my grandfather was a pure jokester, dog. Like
Yeah.
all the time. So them boys, they was around that since they was
Right.
born, man. So
Yeah.
it's natural for him, bro. If you pull
And
up to
it's
my family, like a family gathering, all the
yeah.
boys talking like that.
And it's somebody, yeah, it's somebody in somebody's family that talk like that to where it's so relatable. You know what I mean?
Out of
But
control.
once I seen it working for him and K Chill, bro. The funny thing about K Chill, me and Max was talking about this back in the day. Back when K Chill was a rapper, we thought K Chill was the biggest gangster, the rawest like head buster. You know what I'm saying? He come back with this shit. I'm like, bro, K Chill is hilarious. Like, cause if people knew the type of shit he was saying back when he was rapping, they'd be like, there ain't no way that's the same dude. Same nigga, man. Look.
Man, same dude. He crazy, man. And that's a good hearted dude, man. He's just a cool
Yeah.
dude, bro. And like, I like to take them out, man, so they can see how famous they are, like on the road. Like when we
Mm-hmm.
go to these far places and people, how much coverage the internet got for them, and for them to network, bro. So like, you might be able to book you a show in
Right.
the same spot where we got a show at, bro. So,
Right. Right.
yeah, hey, bro, that's some. Imagine being on the road with them dudes, bro.
I'm sure it's nonstop back and forth, bro. And the camera phones is always out, so I can just
Ridiculous, bro.
imagine.
Everything is content. Everything is content with them dudes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They own it too. They own it, man. Congratulations on all the success, man, and thank you for coming on. I think it was the perfect time for both of us because you on the rise. I got this platform going, and I really appreciate you for even recognizing what a nigga been doing and want to come on, man. So I really appreciate that. Real
Shit.
talk.
I don't watch all the interviews. I be watching them all the clips. So I'm just happy to be a part of it. I can't wait to see what this clip, these bag of clips gonna look like.
Oh, it's about to turn into some things, man. We're gonna definitely make it work and stretch it out. Chuck Slug, what do you say? Stomp a hole in the floor. Exactly. They don't know. The K Chill I know, bruh.
I pop X, we
Yeah, we roll
roll.
all that shit. Shout out to K Chill, man. That will do it for me and Cupid. Let me cue this song up real quick. Make sure it's up there. There we go. That will do it for us, baby. Hold up. Let me switch it over. Is it coming through? I don't think it's coming through. It's not coming through. All right. Well, that's what you get with a live show, baby. I think I got something happening. There we go. All
There
right.
we go.
That will do it for the show. We live to the motherfucker. Shout out to IT and West. Shout out to Shyla, bro. Who else we got up here? DJ Live. Kendrick Bernard. We up out of here, man. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for coming on. Anybody that stayed on for the entire live, we appreciate y'all. And make sure y'all like, comment, and share. We out. All right, Cupid. All right, bro.
Slide to the right, slide to the left, right foot, left foot, then turn with it. Right foot, left foot, then turn with it. Now flex, come on, flex. Back it up, back it up, and turn to the left.